Recording in progress.
All right, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy middle of the week. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Everything's been going well. Video recording's been going good, hopefully. As usual, if you are new to Dubb and you're coming into this live training, if you're new, if you can please put a 1 in the chat, that would be really helpful if you are new to the Dubb platform. If you can put your industry in there as well, that would be great, just so we know. And then the returners, if you want to put a 2 in there, but I pretty much see returners that are coming back, which is great. It's always awesome to have everybody in here for returners. And returners, if you want to throw some stuff in the chat, feel free, obviously. Okay, so it looks like Ian, or Ian, I'm not sure, hopefully I'm saying it correctly. If you can hear me okay, you can unmute and say hello if you'd like to. Is it Ian or Ian, if you can hear me okay?
Hi, it's Ian.
Ian, good to meet you.
You as well.
So what kind of brings you our way?
Curiosity, mostly. Yeah, see what you guys have to offer.
Nice. What industry are you in?
Industrial artificial intelligence. So my background's in engineering and AI, was specifically with robotics, and I developed AI systems for industrial processes, specifically in the oil and gas industry.
Oh wow! So like what would be an example? Kind of like maybe drones headed out there to do some work, or like
no. We integrate sensors into live systems like oil and gas pipelines to give real time data. So the sensors and stuff all interconnect. That's just part of the company. But yeah, we have most of my projects are kicking between 2 and 10 mil.
Oh wow, that's a good amount.
I don't get that. Yeah, that's not in my pocket.
No, I get it. Yeah. No, that's cool. When you were checking this out, was there any kind of initial kind of use case that you kind of had in mind, like when you were kind of thinking about it?
You know what? Your program seems like a good program, and I just want to find out more about it before I can actually make any more decisions. Honestly, from my cursory look, I have a vague understanding of it.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to go through everything today. So within the first, 10 minutes, I'm going to pretty much explain everything. Then we'll go through the different kind of ways to record, and we do strategy stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So, but it's a whole idea of authentic videos. So it's that's kind of the whole idea behind it. So yeah.
That's important and stuff, truthfully, because marketing is definitely something that my company is lacking.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much tech out there. It's just and it's kind of crazy because we're kind of moving into the height of AI, but at the same time, people really want HI. At the same time, that human element. They still want.
Yeah. Human in the loop is actually part of our entire strategy. Is human in the loop. A lot of our clients tried to remove humans, and we came back and said, no, you're going to need these people to be here, and now they're rehiring them.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, I think, if AI ever gets to the point where if I'm sitting in front of this camera right now and you cannot tell that I'm not real, then that's when it comes into a whole new world of things need to be labeled AI, things need to be labeled human, and that whole regulation, all that kind of stuff. Just because, people should have the ability to choose, if they want to. So, yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, it's good to meet you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. We haven't had someone from your industry in here, so it's pretty cool. Kind of different stuff going on. It's always interesting to see the use cases,
Yeah, it looks like there's somebody else in here who's in real estate. The other part of my company is agentic AI. So that's, mind you, I focus primarily on the industrial, but my business partner, he focuses on the agentic. So as I said, my background's in artificial intelligence and robotics. So, and I was offshore for oil and gas for almost 20 years before I decided to jump straight into this as my own business.
Oh, very neat. Well, that's awesome, man. Well, thanks for breaking it all down, and we'll jump in a minute. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat or the Q&A, because we have Ina here from our team, and Ina is the Dubb aficionado. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to pop them in.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, good to meet you. And let's see, Anne Pauline. Yeah, welcome back, Anne Pauline. Back in NY. How are you? Go over and say hello. I know you're just kind of getting going with things.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, welcome back. How you doing?
Good. Overwhelmed.
Hey, listen, let's isolate that, right? So let's see. I think you said sellers. Were you working with sellers back east? I'm trying to remember.
Well, I work with both, but primarily my strength is in selling.
Yeah. Okay.
Listing agent.
Right. So people want to sell their properties.
Especially after all the snow and ice, they want to go where it's warmer.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny with this, with the snow, I got a brother who lives in upstate New York, so he's familiar with the snow belt, but it looks pretty, you know, for images, it looks really pretty. But you know, the reality of it is that you also want to be able to see the property when it's like in the springtime and the summer and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So I would imagine the selling time will probably be when everything thaws, right? I would imagine.
Well, believe it or not, our spring market begins after Super Bowl Sunday because in our area, it can take up to 90 days to sell a, you know, to get from contract to close.
Sure. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, it's not a seasonal, it's seasonal, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, we have tons of snow here right now, so I think that it's slowing it a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it begins now.
Well, you can do the you know, when you're representing the folks to sell the properties. I mean, there's some nice you know, videos you can make when you have interested parties that, like, you know, if I was interested in the property, you could send me a, you know, a Dubb video and say, hey Rob, you know, I know you're interested in this place. You could have a screen, you know, a virtual background behind you of the property. And then you could hold up the phone, like I'm going to show in the beginning in a second, and you could have like a fun fact about that property or something interesting, you know. That way I can be like, oh wow, well this is cool. You know, this is great. Let me know more about this. So I think because you have what, iPhone or Android? What do you have, Pauline?
I have an iPhone.
Yeah. So like, you know, when you're out doing these, I mean, even the you know, even the property, you know, walkthrough stuff, you know, or like even not the property walkthrough, but like just getting cool images where you're on the screen talking about stuff. I think that kind of brings it all together. So when we do the picture in picture, that's something that's pretty neat. I think you can do.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are, I mean, because real estate, I mean, it's such a visual thing, you know, it's such a visual medium. So as long as someone can see that and you add your experience and your kind of cool factor about it, like what you know, and you know, I think that just it combines both. So it's either using the mobile or doing a nice screen video from your computer. So that's really what it's about. If you want to, when you're doing this, send us a video, and Pauline. It's feedback at Dubb. I'll put the email in here right now. So if you want to send something over to us, we could always take a quick look at it, just as like a practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I believe it or not, I'm not complaining, but I do not have not one listing. Our inventory is so low.
Yeah.
So
well,
I mean, I've sold them. I sold them all last year, thank God.
Hey, well, nice. No, that's awesome. But I would say this, like, you know, your group of contacts, you know, your circle of what is it, the circle of influence there, your folks that you do know. That's really what it comes down to. The whole, hey, this is a breakdown of the market here. Here's my take on your neighborhood. Here's why thinking about possibly selling here, you know, would be good. You know, it's those kinds of things. We had a guy in Chicago that I forget his name. He was really good. He does the suburbs of Chicago, and he has these really cool facts that he mentions about properties. So it's like he does these little fact drops. So if you do some research on the neighborhoods and the folks that you have, you could always do a video and drop a little hint in there about a fun fact about if selling now and what that would mean. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. But visually, if you're going to record something, you could just do a screen recording. And I'll show this in a little bit. Put yourself in a bubble, pull up a property or a neighborhood, and then just do a quick little take on the market. But specific stuff though, like your hook about why right now would be a good time to sell, and then kind of break it down. Stuff like that. That's what I would do. I would start there. Screen recording, and I'll show it in a bit. Screen recording, market update, fun fact, reason why. Those would be the
well, you know, it's funny you're saying that, because that was one of the main reasons why I joined this was because I would like to do, you know, market updates on video.
There it is. So just forget everything else and just Chrome extension screen recorder, which I'm going to show in a little bit, which is any website, or the desktop app, which is on top of any document, Canvas slide, whatever you want. So those are the two. Chrome would be the easiest. As long as you got it within the browser, you can do it, which you can. You just pull up the site. You know, and if you have a doc,
sounds good, but you're speaking Greek.
Yeah, I know, but you're going to understand the Greek soon.
So I hope so.
So just Chrome extension, desktop app. That's it. So then when I cover this and you go back to watch the training later, that's what you watch. Just don't watch anything else. Yeah. So, and I'll put in here right now for you, and this is for everybody too. When this training is over, Dubb support. So that's where these, it's live now across the platforms, but that's where they're going to go to live these trainings. So in your case, Ann Pauline, just go to the part where it's about the Chrome extension, the desktop app. Just seriously, forget everything else. Just go there and then just practice that one thing, okay? And then you can always book a time with me too if you want a strategy session. We can always work through that too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Okay. And let's see, before we get moving, I saw one hand was up and then we're going to get moving. Kelvin, how are you, Kelvin? So you had your hand up. How are you?
And there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. It's nice to be on this. I wanted to find out more. I don't know if you saw my little chat thing that.
Let me see. I missed it.
You know,
Let me go through. Okay, now I got it. Insurance broker. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you see, did Loom a couple years ago. Worked. Yeah, great, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. She calls me. I'm driving somewhere. You know, I live in Mexico, so I'm driving around running my errands here. And she says, I thought about it. My husband's just not into it. I pulled over and I'm like, wait a minute, because she was really into it.
Yeah.
And long story short, I said, what am I going to do? I got to do something different that I haven't done before.
Yeah.
So I just made this thing. It was just me and my face. And I was honest about everything. And she calls me back and said, my husband saw the video and, I think, he's okay with it now. Like, okay.
Just a little simple thing like that, It just shows that it works. Yeah. I think because there's so much tech out there now, it's just really trying to choose the right platform that gives you the link. Because I know Loom doesn't necessarily have landing pages. They got like a library thing. But, the landing page thing and all that kind of stuff we do here.
Yeah. Well, show me how it works. Show me the money.
All right, you ready? All right, here we go. Kelvin, if you have any questions, pop them in the chat or put them in the Q&A because we got Ian here who's going to be running the chat. So, but that's awesome. What a cool little story. Make a video, make money. It's awesome.
Right.
Good to meet you, my friend.
You too.
Okay, so let me share my screen and let's begin. Okay, so when it comes to recording, let me move this out of the way. All right, here we go. Okay, sharing the right screen. Yes. All right, so when you record a Dubb video, this is one version of what it would look like. So in general, when you hit record and you send a video to somebody, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. It's going to be the animated preview of the video that you've made. You can, with editing inside the platform, change that first 3 seconds to something else if you like a visual part of the video better. And that can be the first, animated preview, or you could upload your own thumbnail. But to be convenient and efficient when you make these things, when you do hit record, whatever way style you use, first 3 seconds is going to repeat. So we want to make those first 3 seconds as visually interesting as we can, and we want to have a hook. So you'll notice in this example right here on the little whiteboard I have there that I'll explain in a second, but just notice it says, what's your hook? So that's really something you need to figure out before you even make a video. So in terms of a hook, if you use like Claude or Gemini or Grok or, even Auto from our dashboard right here, if you use any kind of AI where you can ask the AI, say, look, I need 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hooks. They're going to get someone to want to click on my video. Now, then you have to explain to the AI, obviously, hey, this is my ICP, my ideal client profile. This is the industry I'm in. This is why I'm reaching out to this person or this group of people. And here's what I want them to do. So once you give the AI a little bit of information and you ask them for that list of 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hooks to get someone to click, then you can give them a human pass, see which ones you like, make the adjustments. The reason we say 3 to 5 word hook is because that's what's going to fit on this whiteboard here. Typically, it's like 30 something characters. And the 3 to 5 words will be good for your subject line up here. So it doesn't kind of get cut off if it's too long. So when you have your hook, now you can decide, okay, how do I visually want to convey myself? How do I want to do this? So the different ways to record, this one here was done with the Dubb webcam recorder, basic recorder inside the website. Then I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, Dubb app, D-U-B-B-A-P-P. And it has a little whiteboard feature where you can type. And all I'm doing for the last part of it is just waving and smiling and pointing, just so it brings it to life a little bit. But this is the most straightforward way you can convey a message in a hook because it's right there. So whether it's, a referral, you're introducing yourself to someone, whether it's an update for your group of contacts, whether, you're reaching out, whatever it is, the hook is front and center and they can see you smiling and waving. That's right from your webcam. Now, you also can do a virtual background behind you as well. So if I was doing that same webcam, I can drop a virtual behind me. So whether it's someone's profile like you see here, property and real estate, screenshot of an action someone took, a website, market update, whatever it is, as long as that gives context and that hook we're talking about, and you don't hold up the whiteboard, but that accomplishes it, great. But you also can do a combination of both. So I could go something like this. Profile behind me, image behind me, and I'm holding up the hook. If I was doing a property and real estate, this is a great way to do it right here. Take a screenshot of the property, hold up the whiteboard, have the address or the fun fact. So whatever industry you're in, you can give good context behind you and have the hook. Do one or the other or both. And this can be done right from your computer. Now, we also have this as well. This is screen recording. So if you're going to do a market update in real estate, like you see right here, or you're going to reach out on LinkedIn to someone, or you're going to do any kind of website, anything within the browser where you want to be on top of it, explaining something, the Dubb Chrome extension is a great way to do it. So you just Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to pin this right up here at the top. And then you'll notice here I have little annotations pointing towards my bubble, but I also have that hook again inside the bubble. Now, I could have just been waving in there and pointing, great, it's a market update. Awesome, that works. But why not have that additional hook that we just talked about inside the bubble for the message? I know it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So these are the things to think about in terms of when you want to share something within the browser website, in browser, use the Dubb Chrome extension. Now, we also have the desktop app. So the Dubb desktop app is another screen recorder, but the desktop app is like a little drone that flies over everything over the top of the computer. It can go on top of your websites. It can go on top of your Canvas slides, videos, documents, whatever you want. And it also has the ability to crop and do some other cool stuff because you can see right here, I'm pushed in on the site that I'm sharing because I'm showing something very specific. So when I show the Dubb Chrome extension and the desktop back to back, you'll see the differences and the similarities. You also have the mobile app that you can do. So the mobile app, just like we just saw with the webcam, you can put a virtual background behind you right there. You can do a little text on screen that you see right here. You also can just do the hook that we just mentioned. Type the hook, put it above your head, below, different font, color, whatever you want to do. You also have a really cool function on the mobile app, which is picture-in-picture. Really, really well made for real estate folks because property walkthroughs, things like that, you can use, it uses both cameras on the phone. You can show what's in front of you and you're on the screen as well. If you're not in real estate, you could easily be sitting at your computer, pull up that site we talked about or whatever image you wanted to show, right? Whatever you want, use the phone, just lean into your computer when you're showing it. And it does the same thing. Shows you on the screen and whatever's in front of you. If you're at a live event and you want to show the crowd and then send that video out to your, to your followers, maybe do it on social media or an email blast. If you're with a client and you want to do a quick Q&A testimonial with each other, that's kind of cool. They could sit across from you and all you have to do is film them. And then you're in the top left and they're right in front of you and you can do a little back and forth. So the picture-in-picture is a pretty neat function. But regardless of the styles that you do choose, when you do choose one, you send it. It's all about the experience. So if I got this here, I clicked on it, it's going to take me to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. So it's going to have your logo to the top left. It's going to have the video that you recorded right in the middle. It's going to have playlist videos right to the right that are going to play right after that a video that you recorded. Now, the power of the playlist video is that it enables you to record one video, one time, minute and a half, and it's basically your pitch video. Why someone should go with you, your product or your services. Because those initial videos that you record are all about that hook. And they're going to be, I would say less than a minute. 30, 40 seconds is a really good sweet spot. Talk about the value, get them to take an action. And then the video that's going to play right after it is going to be that video about you for a minute and a half. And if you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them in the playlist. Kind of closes the loop here. Now, below the videos here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. So what would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Booking a time in your calendar is probably the most popular button we've had people use over the years. But you could do have them visit your website. They could download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide. They could fill out a form. They could email you back. They could check out a case study. They could leave you a review. So there's a number of options you can have below. If you do have multiples, I would go in order of left to right. in terms of, hey, the action I want them to do, that's the first thing they're going to see to the left, and then go from there. Now, this button below here, reply with video, is a really cool way to get video testimonials. A lot of Dubb folks use this, where it's pretty convenient for yourself and the person you're reaching out to. So what you would do is you'd record a video, you'd put that button below it, the reply with video, and I'd say, hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't need to download anything. All you need to do is click reply with video below and let me know, what have you enjoyed about the platform? And then they send that video back to you. You get a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. And then you just make it part of your playlist right here. Now, off here to the right, you have your AI assistant called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. Now, you don't have to have this on the page if you don't want to. It's just a little button inside of Dubb. But having it on here has been pretty cool for people so far, since we added it about over a year ago. So when someone lands here on the page, maybe they're thinking about taking the next step, but maybe they have questions. So in real time, they can come over here. You can have FAQs. You can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gives the answer, it's going to keep pushing to keep the momentum going. So it wants to push for whatever your desired outcome is. In my case, it's book a time in my calendar. Now, you can educate the AI inside of the Dubb platform with a PDF you can upload, or you can add individual website pages, and the AI will physically learn what's in text on those pages. So you can do one or the other or both. And then the AI will be educated on what you needed to know when people land there. Now, these preset landing pages in general, if you have splits in your audience, which most industries do, if I was in recruiting, employers, candidates, real estate buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, insurance, mortgage, coaching, consulting, finance, there's splits of different parts of our audiences. So what you want to do is you want to have a preset landing page for different parts of your audience. So when someone clicks on that video and they land here, there are videos specifically related to them in the industry that they're in, and it just makes a lot of sense. So when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things the team does is they meet you in Zoom and they help you set up these different logos, the pages, the videos, all that good stuff, so you're ready to go. And all of it's tracked. So did someone open the email? Did they click on any buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they watch the video? And if they did, what's the watch percentage, so you can follow up in a really smart way. Now, if we're going to record these, how would we do this? So the webcam ones right here, you would go inside the Dubb dashboard. You would click the red camera icon that sits right up here at the top. This is where you record a video, or you could upload a video into Dubb. So you click that button here, and it's going to open up the webcam. Now, first thing you want to do for the whiteboard is you want to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. So it's Dubb app. And when you have the mobile app, this is where you're going to notice the whiteboard area. So here is the home area of the mobile app, right up here at the top, that little square button right there. So when you select that, that is where you're going to be able to type. Now, when you type here, this is where you're going to type your hook. Type it, turn it, and then you have it just like this. And if you want the virtual background behind you, all you have to do is go below, select virtual background. We have some stock ones down here, but if you go to your photos, this is where you're going to upload into this area any screenshots that you have. So it creates a little library for you about all the things we talked about earlier: articles, properties, company websites, profiles, whatever you'd like. And then just select the one you want, and it puts it behind you right here. Now, when you're talking, if you do a lot of talking with your hands, which I do a lot, I try to keep them within my shoulders because I don't want to go out into the soup. So I kind of keep them in here. If you want to do this at the same time with the virtual background, you totally can do that, like we talked about earlier. One or the other or both. And just make sure you have a good front light, whether it's a ring light or natural light or a combination of two, just so you lit up pretty good. Now, every recording option on Dubb has a teleprompter option. So if you want to use a teleprompter, you just have to have a script saved into Dubb first. Now you're going to click up into here, this area up here at the top. So when you click here, you can go to create a new script. If I click that, it's going to take me inside the platform, and I can, save my script. I can scroll with scripts that are already saved, or I can search for a script by putting the title in, and there's one of my scripts right there. And then to use the teleprompter, I think physically, about arm's distance is pretty good for an eye line. You don't want to be on top of it like this. So I would say about right here. Then you let the words flow up into your eye line at the top. I would give these a draft read, just so the words don't surprise you. But teleprompters are pretty awesome. Once you get used to using them, they keep you really efficient. Speed is going to be right here. You can hit the play button here. You can back the text up, or you can zoom it in. If you do need to make any real-time changes to the script, there's an edit button right here. Just click the pencil icon, make any changes you want, and save. Now to record, this is what this is going to look like. I'm going to click the record button here. I'm going to bring my hook in here. I'm going to hit record, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And then I can hit the pause button right down over here, stop the recording, click it again to resume. I can also click delete with the red X. It'll say, are you sure? And then if I want to save this video into the Dubb platform, it's the check mark. To close the teleprompter, just tap the little button here and close. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate, whether you have the virtual background alone, just this alone, or both. And if you don't use either one of those, definitely smile, do a little point, something interesting when the video begins. So I'm going to click the check mark here, and this is going to save this video into the Dubb platform. And every time you save a Dubb video, when you're done recording, it's going to take you to the video edit page, which sits right in here inside the platform. So the video edit page is cool because you can do a number of things here. So I can change the title up here at the top internally to whatever I would like. Just make sure you click the check mark when you're done. Over here to the right, there's a little preview button, this little square with an arrow all the way to the right. This gives me the opportunity to, hey, I want to see what this video looks like on my preset landing page. So I select that button, opens a new tab, and say, oh, great, there's my video, there's my playlist. Okay, here's my AI. I got everything I want. So it's good. Now, if I wanted to change that, I can come right over here to this drop down right here. Notice how it says Rob's preset with a big check mark. That means that is my default preset landing page. So anytime you make videos with Dubb, that landing page will always be attached because that's my default. I can change it to a different preset landing page as long as I've already created them that are in this list here, and it will change everything about the background that you just saw. So I can do that right there. You also have a QR code right over here to the right. So every Dubb video has one. Great for physical mail marketing. If you're doing door hanger stuff for real estate, or you're just whatever industry you're in, if you're doing mail outs, you can make a fun video. It's like, hey, listen, thanks for pulling me out of the mail stack, something fun like that. You also could do, if you're doing an open house in real estate, have a little sign placard on the counter. Hey, thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, if you want to see more properties that are similar to this, click below. If you're doing, if you're going to an event outside of real estate, whatever industry you're in, you're at a live event, you can pre-record a video saying, it was really nice meeting you at the event. You can click here if you want to keep in touch. And that way, when they see you, they scan the QR code, you meet them in person, and they have that video for later. So a lot of cool uses for the QR code. You also have the ability to download an MP4 version of every video you record and save into Dubb. So MP4 version right here, download. You also can upload this right to your YouTube channel if you'd like to. And you have some tabs down here. This is your analytics tab. So when we have a little coach here called Kyra, this is our AI coach. So when you record these videos, all you have to do is click generate, and it will give you a delivery analysis feedback, how's your cadence, repetition, etc. It'll also give you feedback on the content and the actual visuals. Over here to the right, you have activity. This is what I mentioned earlier, where you can really drill down on, are people clicking on the buttons? Are they watching the video? What are they doing? Enables you to follow up in a smart way. You have your details tab, which is right here. The details is going to remind you that these are the buttons you have below your video. This is the sales assistant you have on your page. This is the playlist of videos that you have. And you can delete or add them right here if you'd like to. And if I ever sent this video out to someone or a group of people, and I forgot to make these changes, I still can make them, and they'll retroactively refresh on the other side. Every Dubb video you save in here, you can edit. So under the editing tab, I can hit the play button. I can drag my timeline. So let's just say I want to cut something out. Let's say this is my first cut point right here. I'm going to click scissor icon right up here at the top. It looks like I'm saying, please don't cut me out of this. So scissor icon there, and then you can drag it to the second cut point, scissor icon. And then just click on whatever one you want to get rid of. It'll be highlighted in orange. You can see that down here at the bottom. And then just click the trash can, and it's gone. If you want to bring it back, don't hit save at the bottom. Just click undo, 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 and then you're okay. There's also a design tab. This is what I mentioned in the beginning. So when you hit record, those first 3 seconds of the animated preview, if you don't want that to be the case, you can drag this timeline to a different part of the video that you like better visually, then click generate thumbnail, or you can upload your own thumbnail. So it gives you that option. So you've recorded a video, you have it on a preset landing page. Now you just like to send it. So what you can do is come over here to an email, open up a compose, and this is just a general good practice here. You always want to have the word video in the subject line. It is the very first thing that they read. Then you want to have your hook that we talked about in the beginning. Then you want a little bit of text, and then you want to drop your video in. Now, to drop the video in here, you can do it in two ways. One, from directly inside the platform where we just were, there's a big blue share and send button right to the right. Select that button, put the email in to get that advanced activity tracking. You even can add a little personalization text at the top of the video right here if you'd like to. Click copy for email, and it's just a copy and paste, and it drops it in like this. Now, you also can add it with a shortcut. So if you have Gmail or Outlook 365, you're going to notice this little Dubb button right down here at the bottom. The reason that button is there is because of the Dubb Chrome extension up here at the top, the screen recorder that we're going to look at in a second. When that's here and logged in, that button will show up down here in Gmail, off to the right in Outlook 365. When you select the button, it's going to open up the recorder that we're going to use in a minute. And then you'll notice I am scrolling through my video library down to the bottom right. Just select the video you want. Click advanced options like we did before, put the email in, add a little personalization text if you want to, and then just drop it in and it will pop it in just like that. Now, if we're going to use screen recorders, right? Browser-based screen recording, any website that you want to record, the Dubb Chrome extension is what you want to use. Now, we're going to use LinkedIn as an example here, but again, this can be any website within your browser. So I'm going to click on the Chrome extension up here at the top. It's going to open up and it's going to put me on the page. So when you're using this, you want to think about three things: the placement of your webcam, the size of your webcam, and the shape of your webcam. So the size can be pulled right on the side here like this. So whatever size you want to make it. I wouldn't go too big because you want to cover everything. Shape, you can click right in here. You can go rectangle, square, circle. Just try to kind of match the feel of the page that you're on. I'm going to go circle because Ruben's in a circle. And then where do I want to put myself? Well, I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben right here. Inside the bubble here, you can zoom yourself in for a tighter frame if you'd like to. You can physically move yourself around in the bubble. You can jump to full screen. You can go back to the page. You can turn your camera off right over here if you just want to do an audio walkthrough of a website. You can use your headshot if you'd like to. You also can do a virtual background behind you if you want, right down here. Add a virtual behind. You have an annotation tool that we're going to use in a second, right over here to the left. You can use a teleprompter. This one's a little bit different than the one you saw before because this one, you can physically move around. You can manipulate the sides like this. And then once you find your script, let's grab it here, just physically put it up towards the camera at the top. And you can adjust the speed right here. Now, when you use the Dubb Chrome extension, because it's a browser-based screen recorder, you want to leave a little bit of gap at the top. You don't want to go full screen in your browser because it will hide the teleprompter tab. You won't physically be able to click on it to use it. So if you are going to use the Chrome and the teleprompter, leave a little bit of a gap. So when you hit record, you can tap it, bring it forward, and you're able to use it. Now, you have three orientations to record over here to the right. The first one is camera. And when you click that one, it's going to open up like a webcam. The second one, which we're on right now, is called tab. So when I hit record now, it would just physically get the page that I'm on. It won't show any of the mess that I have at the top. If I go screen, it's going to get my entire computer screen. The only time I would do this is if I want to take Ruben here, like on a little tab journey where I'm going to say, hey, listen, check this out. I'm going to click on one of the other tabs I have at the top, and it's going to follow me over. I'm going to use tab as an example here. Now, I'm going to bring in my, where is it? Here it is. I'm going to bring in my hook right here that we talked about earlier. I'm going to hit record over to the right, and this is what this would look like. I'm going to choose my tab. There's my tab. Click share. Get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and it would be like this. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to reach out because, and then you start getting into everything you want to tell them, and then go back to the page. So what I did there was my animated preview, right? I had my hook. That's my 3 seconds. And then I decided to jump to full screen. So when you do these screen recordings on these sites, jumping to full screen is a nice way to kind of make your point on something, get the attention, break the visuals, and then go back to the page. If you're going to do it, you can hover with your mouse over your webcam like I'm doing right now. Double click it to go back to the page. You also can hover right here with your mouse, click this little square, jumps you to full, click it at the bottom to go back. You even can click the little remote panel at the bottom. It says expand webcam, here, back. You can scroll around. You can be very free flowing. You can hit the pause button down here if you'd like to. If you want to take a break, get yourself set up where you want to be, then click resume. The annotations over here to the left are great. You can do arrows. You can do text on screen if you want to. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can circle. You can underline. You can do a lot of stuff. And all these annotations are going to stay sticky. So if you continue scrolling, they're not going to follow you down the page, which is pretty awesome. So if you want to reach out on LinkedIn, if you want to share any website on top of it, like I'm doing right now, pointing things out, this is a great way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark down the bottom like we did before. And it's, again, going to save this video into the Dubb platform to the video edit page. Now, if I wanted to share this video that I just recorded with Ruben, how would I share it with him? Well, I want to be connected with him first. So I want to send him a connection request. Most people connect. And once I'm connected, that's when I want to be able to click message right here. And when I select message, now I can drop a video in here to Ruben and he'll be able to review it. Notice you've got the animated preview that he would see right there. Now I'm just going to refresh this just so we can see the button, because we have a little button inside of LinkedIn that you saw inside of Gmail because we have an integration with LinkedIn. So see the little Dubb button right down there at the bottom, right there. So when you select this, that's when it's going to open the Chrome extension like we did before, right? We select our video, we insert it. You even can highlight the text and change it to something specific if you want to. And then just click send, and he'll be able to get that. Now, the last screen recorder we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So as a reminder, the desktop app goes on the top of everything, whereas the Chrome that you just saw is only browser-based. So you're going to Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. On a Mac, the little D symbol will be up here at the top. On a PC, it'll be at the bottom. And you can always click this little button here, View Quick Menu. It'll pop it up like this. We're going to click Record Screen so we can see the differences now. Here we go. Bubble. First of all, the bubble. The bubble is the same. Does all the same functionality that you saw before. The annotation tool is the same. The only difference is with these annotations, when you use them, they're not going to stay sticky. They're going to follow you. So use them, delete them, and then scroll. The teleprompter here is similar to the one you saw with the Chrome, where you can physically move it around, which is great, but it's got a cool little option you can do as well. There's a button right over here that says auto track. So that's voice recognition. So when I hit record, it's going to go at my pace. Now, if you don't want to use voice recognition, you like the scroll speed like we saw before, just click the button off, and now you can control the speed, just like we were just doing. So it's your choice. And then as far as the recording itself, there's a red slash right down here at the bottom inside this square. What that means is if I was going to hit record right now, I would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. Right now it's on landscape, which means I can move this wherever I want to move it, and whatever is inside the blue lines will be part of the recording, and it's in the proper orientation for YouTube. I can click portrait, which means I can do a social video right from my desktop in the proper orientation. Again, just put it on the part that you want to put it on the top of. I also can go to custom down the bottom. Custom means I can crop around anything I want to crop around, which I like a lot because you can get very specific with this in terms of what you want to show. The last big difference here is the recording. So I'm going to click record down at the bottom. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown like we did before. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume this recording. But the difference is the check mark here. The check mark in the last 2 examples I showed you saved the video into Dubb. That's not the case with the desktop app. When I select the check mark now, it's going to open up a preview window, and there is the clip that I've just recorded. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So if you have an MP4 file on your video on your computer, you just drag and drop it in here if you want to make it part of the story, which is pretty neat. Now, to continue recording, I did a screen recording clip. How would I keep going now? I recorded. What do I do next? Well, down to the bottom left, there are 3 creative icons to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is record a screen video, which is what I just did. So I'm going to click that button. It's going to take me back to where I was. I could have changed the background behind me, or, pulled up a different document, whatever I wanted. Click record, and it's going to be in the same style that I just recorded, a screen recording clip. I'm going to click the check mark again below, and there is the second clip that I've recorded. And I can physically move these in any order that I want. And I can click the 3-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip if I want to. The second creative icon to the bottom left is the webcam icon. So when I select that here, now I can do a webcam clip. Maybe I open my video this way. Maybe I end it this way. Maybe I just make a separate clip talking about something specific, but it visually looks different. Click the check mark, and there is that clip. Looks like I'm saying, oh, don't leave. And then the last one down here to the bottom left is Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and put it on top of whatever you want to. So imagine I'm sitting here and I want to do a market update. And I'm sitting in front of my webcam. I got my teleprompter, and I just deliver it directly to camera, what I want to do. I save that into the Dubb platform. I save it into my video library. And then I just pull up the market update website or document or whatever I have or my slide. And then I click narrator video down to the bottom left. And then I just select the pre-recorded video that I already did. Let's just say it's this one here. And then it puts me physically on the page. I hit record, and then the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. I can pause and resume. I click the check mark, and there you go. Now, when you're ready to merge all these clips together into one video, you can click the upload button to the bottom right. That will merge them and save it into the platform. Or you can select the edit button to the bottom right, which will merge the clips together. And then from here, you can edit the video, just like we did inside of the Dubb platform. Same editor right down here. You can even click this little button here called Smart Cut, which will get rid of the silences in your videos. So all the pink areas here, you can get rid of those, and you'll have a tighter cut. Then you can upload the video into the Dubb platform to the right. Now, the last kind of recording that you're going to look at here is going to be the Dubb mobile app. The Dubb mobile app is very similar to the desktop app because it's also a clip recorder. So, the difference in the mobile app is it's got pretty amazing cameras and you can be out and about using it. But it's got some other cool functions as well. But the main thing here is you're going to be able to do clip recording on the mobile app. So here is the Dubb mobile app here. Here's your video library in the home area. I'm going to select the blue camera icon at the bottom. That's going to open up our camera. And then whenever you first use the app, it's always going to be defaulted for a minute. You first get it. Just slide it over to 10. That way you don't ever get cut off. You can't go beyond 10 minutes. And then to record, tap the circle. And now you're recording. You can see the timer here, and you can see the timer at the bottom. You can pause and resume this recording right here to the left. Tap the circle again to stop the recording. And this clip, which is a clip, just like the desktop app, this clip has been downloaded to my photo video area on my phone if I do need it. I'm going to hit record one more time, just so we have a couple clips here. Tap the circle. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these around. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and slide it. So again, you can record out of order. And if I tap a clip individually, I can delete, download, trim. And if I select edit, this is where I can add music, the little music icon all the way to the right. We have a whole list of royalty-free music you can choose from. Just make sure you adjust the levels so the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. You have a text icon. This is where you can add the hook that we talked about in the beginning. So just add the hook in here like this. Click update, and now you can move it in any color, any font, any size you want. Put it where you want, just like we talked about in the beginning. You can do a voiceover over this clip if you want to. Just tap down the button there. You can speed up the action of a clip. You got an action clip you want to speed it up to, you can go all the way up to 10x. And then if you want to do burned in subtitles, you can do them here, or you can do them at the end. These icons over here to the right, what do they do? If you click the tooltip at the top, it will tell you the functions of these buttons. Just click it again to close it. Now, I always have a countdown timer on, which is this one right here. I always do 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, because it matches the other places into Dubb too. Everyone else is 3, 2, 1. Why not keep it 3, 2, 1? You can go longer if you want to, though. This button right here, video stabilization. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's a little shaky, go here. select low, medium, or high, and it basically takes it from this to this, much smoother. If you want to use a teleprompter, this is one of our best ones. I like this one. So if you go here, select it here, find your script. Same thing as before. You can come in here and choose your speed. It's right here. So you can go the plus button up or down or drag it to whatever speed you want. Hit the play button. See if you like that speed. And then you also can hit the pencil icon right here to the right, make any real-time changes. Now, if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be and they're looking for the words, you're looking down for the words, I would either increase the speed or slide everything up with the guardrails here. Just slide everything up like this. And now your eyes stay right here at the top. There's nothing to look at down here. And if you want to switch it to landscape, just turn your phone and it will adjust the script right over that way if you want to do that. Now, if you do have an iPhone, you have the ability to click the gear icon to the left and select Auto Track. Auto Track is voice recognition if you want to be able to use it. What if your most powerful growth tool, and then when you're reading it here, it'll highlight and it'll move for you. And that's, again, if you have an iPhone and you want to use voice recognition. To close the teleprompter, tap the X to the top right, and it closes. Now, if you want to go here to this folder button, the reason you would go here is because if you ever recorded a video outside of the mobile app and you want to make that video part of this story, folder button takes you to your photo video area, drop in the clip. If you want to record what's on your screen, it's this button right here. If you want to use filters, this button. Filter button is going to give you black and white, skin smoothing, different color gradations, kind of slide your way through, see what you like. Then this button here is picture in picture. This is what we talked about in the beginning. So this is going to use both cameras on your phone. So when you hit record, you can show what's in front of you and you can physically move yourself around like this. Zoom yourself in, back it up, zoom in. It's pretty neat. And then the last one down the bottom is your virtual background. So this is like we showed in the beginning with the webcam. So just take screenshots on your phone, puts it behind you, properties, articles, real estate, all that stuff we talked about. And when you're ready to merge these clips together, it's the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge our clips. And then we're automatically going to have a copy of this finished video on our phone if we do need it. And then we'll have the ability to upload this video into the Dubb platform just like this.
Just so we have a...
So there's a blue button here, upload. Just click upload and it saves it into the platform and you can access it anywhere. Now the mobile app, lastly, you can do sending here. So when you're in the home area of the mobile app, here, let me reshare. When you're in the home area of the mobile app, you can share videos. So the video library is going to be right here in the middle, right here. I'm scrolling back and forth. You're going to select the video that you want. Once you select the video that you want, then you're going to hit the blue. Let's see. Here we go. Once you hit the blue button here, you can do copy for email, the share button, copy for email, copies of the clipboard, paste it. You can click copy for SMS, copied, just paste it. Or you can select to the top right the block icon above the video for email or the paper airplane icon if you want to do SMS from the mobile app. Now, if you do have a CRM that you really like you have a, you have like a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level or a Follow Up Boss or anything like that, we have a lot of integrations with a lot of different companies and third-party senders. So if you do have those workflows and you have that, the tech stack, you have it there and you want to keep it, you can just, add a video. You don't need to get rid of anything. Just add a video to what you're doing. Now, if you don't have a CRM and you want to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can do that. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do task deals and tags. You can do bulk sending with email and SMS. You even can do automation, which is part of our Pro Plus plan, where you can do drip sequences. You also can do AI writing. I mentioned in the beginning, Auto, our AI guide right here. You can just click in here and say, hey, Auto, write me a script. And then Auto will say, hey, where do you want to save that? Do you want to save it inside Dubb? Yes. And it will save it inside the Dubb platform. You also can do training over here to the right. So you need additional training. Over here, it says training, second link right in here. This is our Dubb Academy library. Really good to go scroll through here. Has individual trainings on the things that we're talking about. Dubb support on YouTube that we mentioned in the beginning. This is a great spot to get help in here. All of our live training and videos are on here after. Some are edited for shorter versions, which you can get, which is good. And then also here, you have this over here to the left, referrals. So we have a really strong referral program. So if you click apply now to the left here, it creates a shareable link for you, and we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb. So if you're just getting going with this and you end up liking it, share it. Have people come into the live training. If you're already paying for Dubb, you get 4, 5, 6 people, you got a free account. So if you have a group of people together, you want us to come pitch, let me know. I can always come in and pitch for you because it's a win-win situation. And if you love the platform, then why not share it? And you can do that indirectly or directly. Okay, so let me pop back out over here. Ina, how are we doing in the chat and the Q&A?
Good. Most of them are just AI, right? No takers, but yeah.
Okay,
it's
cool.
all good for you as of the moment.
Thanks, Ina. And let's see. So, Ann Pauline, let me pop back over to you real quick. So the recording that you'll see later on Dubb support, Chrome extension, only thing you want to worry about.
Okay.
That's it. Just Chrome extension, because your market update, what site do you use for your market update? Like what do you have a certain company site you use?
You mean like a CRM?
No, like what would you show if you're going to show a market update? What website would you pull up to say this is the neighborhood? You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like our MLS?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like you would go through that, right? That's what you would typically show in there.
Right, correct. Yeah. That would be our one key.
Okay. So you just pull that up because it's within the browser, right? It's a website, you're in there. Just use the Chrome extension. Just pull up whatever you want to show and then put you in the bubble when you're talking about it. And that's the style that you would do. It would be that one that we talked about in the beginning. When you watch this training back and you see me using the Chrome extension, that's what you want to do. You want to pull up that recording and then just pull up the Chrome extension. Do you have the Chrome extension yet, Ann Pauline?
I believe when I first joined that they helped me.
Okay.
But
okay.
Is it when you have Chrome extension, is it just on one computer or?
Well, it's within the browser. So yeah, so you'd have it in the browser. It's that little Dubb button at the top. So when you click on that, you can record anything within there. So all you need to do is just pull up your MLS, click that button, and when you watch the training back, you'll see it. You're all of a sudden you're on the page, you're in the bubble, and then you can put yourself where you want to, and then you can just hit record. You know what I mean? Okay. So you have the ability to do that. So now, if you need additional training, just watch that back first, and if you want to book a strat session with us, you can.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I would Dubb Chrome extension. That's the phrase you want to remember. Dubb Chrome extension. Watch the live training back and just repeat that first.
And the live training is at support at Dubb?
It's just go on YouTube and it's Dubb support. Yeah. We put that link in the chat earlier. I'll drop it in again for you.
Yes.
Let me put it in here.
Since you're in the Pro Plus plan, Ann Pauline, you can book a time with us if you need like technical support.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, but listen, Chrome extension, Ann Pauline, forget everything else. Seriously, Chrome extension. When someone asks you how Dubb's doing, hey, how you doing with Dubb? Chrome extension. Ann Pauline, do you want something to drink or eat? Chrome extension. Just say Chrome extension, and then you'll be totally fine. Seriously. and seriously, book with the team. Like Ina said, you're on Pro Plus, so book with the team if you need to. I'm gonna bug you. I'm gonna bug you till you record a video. So I always let everyone know.
You know, it's funny. I did a video.
Okay.
But I didn't send it anywhere because I said, "Let me see. This isn't gonna work." And I was kind of just playing around with it. But I was in my pajamas, so I did it, and I was like, "Oh my God, it really worked."
Yeah. It'll be fun once you start doing it. But you got to remember, we tell this to everybody. None of them have to be perfect. They just have to be your personality, and especially in real estate. I mean, it's like these people are having relationships with you. You know what I mean? Like they get to know you, and it's your personality and expertise. You know, so.
Well, like even house anniversaries, I'd like to send a video, you know, out to tell someone, "Oh, I can't believe 5 years have gone by since you bought the house," and you know, just send a video.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like even just these simple things that you can do, just the simplest, even with your phone. Hey, thanks, and just sending a quick video. It means stuff to people because not a lot of people do that within sales. So, yeah. All right, you got your assignment there, Ann Pauline. We're here.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right, we're waiting. Let's see. Kelvin, thanks for the kind words, my friend. I wonder if he had to go. Said, this is great stuff. We'll be back to you by Friday or next week. Awesome. That's great to hear. Let's see. I think I saw another message in here. Robin, I need one-on-one strategy session for my ecosystem. Robin, can you hear me okay? Let's see. You can unmute. Hey, Robin.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. Let's take me off, I guess. Well, I don't have to come off camera.
I can see it right here. It's a good photo right there. That's kind of cool. You with the phone holding it up. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, yeah. I do a lot with AI, and I do a lot with cryptocurrency. But we have a great, like my team, just my team is over 200 individuals.
Yeah.
And we're part of a larger ecosystem, which is almost 20,000.
Yeah.
But I've been tasked with finding a great way to promote. And so I really probably think we need a strategy separate from this, because I've looked at this. I've tried probably 3 or 4 different platforms. And when I saw yours the other day and looked at what it did, I was like, oh, okay, we need to sit down and strategize on this one.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds great. Yeah, we'll definitely book with us. So, Ina, can we drop our booking link in there, and then we'll do that? Yeah, or we'll reach out to you separately. Actually, we'll reach out to you separately, Robin.
All right, good. You got my information.
Yeah, you got it here. I think you got it. You got it, Ina, right? Let's see here. Yes, we have it. We'll reach out to you. That's awesome. But I like that shot, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we teach artificial intelligence, but what we work with is actually cryptocurrency trading. We have an arbitrage trading bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some good stuff going on there. And so what we want to do is make sure we push it out through our academy on the use of how to use automation.
Cool.
And trying to use 3 or 4 platforms together has just been a nightmare. And so what I was looking for was one that was very comprehensive, all inclusive.
Well, Robin, what you're going to do is, do you see that link that Ina just put in the chat? Do you see that right there?
Not the YouTube.
No, book a time with Darius. Darius, his nickname, he's a co-founder of Dubb, and his nickname is the Oracle. The reason he's called the Oracle is because he knows every corner of the software, and he's really good with the strategy stuff, especially with bigger teams and communities, everything. So I would book with him, and you guys will get along swimmingly. So there we go.
All right. Oh, he's got one today.
Yeah. Hey, jump in now. Hurry up before it goes.
Yeah, he's super busy.
Yeah, he's always busy. Well, cool. Well, it was great to meet you, Robin. Thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for a wonderful platform.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I just presented. Ina and the team built it. Just a showman here.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Well, it was great to meet you.
All right.
Cool.
The same.
Well, everyone, we're at the top of the hour. Anything last minute before we go? Anything on anybody's mind before we head out? Let's see. Anybody? Ampeline asked you the real estate training Wednesday. Ina, do you mind just dropping that in really quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ampeline, that's today. So that's every Wednesday. The Thursday is partner training for Dubb partners. But Wednesday, today, I think it's what? Is it 11:30 today, Ina? Or is it?
11:30.
Okay, yeah, PST.
Real estate coaching.
So we're going to put that. There you go. Ampeline, did you see that in the chat? Do you have it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Perfect. Everybody, thank you so much for coming in today. Ina, thanks for the support as always. Record, then record some more. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Recordings.